Hey guys, so this is a getting started with Pixlypro video. It should be watched ideally after the overview. So I will try to explain how to use Pixlypro. So um, remember, Pixlypro does three things. One, it shortens URLs. Two, it allows you to retarget visitors to your URLs. And three, it allows you to be able to display call to actions on links that your visitors see. So the first thing to do if you get into Pixlypro is first of all jump into the pixels section. So click pixels. Now check out our articles on how to get your different pixel IDs from different social networks. And all you have to do is just select the type that you want to add. If it's Pinterest, you give it a nickname, paste the ID in here, submit, and it will be added to your list. Yes? So that's the first thing to do. Without doing this, you wouldn't be able to shorten URLs, as it's compulsory that you have to add your pixels to Pixlypro. Second thing, if you go back to the dashboard, is to set up your call to action. Yeah, which is what I have open here. It gives you a list of the different call to actions that have been set up. Simply click create call to action. Watch the video on creating call to action, as that goes in depth into how to create your call to action. Now once you've done these two things, which is pixels and setting up your call to action, now you can go back to the dashboard and begin to shorten URLs. So let me give you an example. I have seen this nice article about a watch brand that I've actually supported once. I've bought from them once, and they've just been acquired. Now I want to share this with my audience. I simply copy the URL, come into Pixlypro. Now these are the pixels that I already have set up. So this pixel is for my Facebook. I add that, and then I have one from Twitter as well. I add that as well. So you can add as many pixels as you want to, or you can just add one if that's what you want to do. Now this is an example of just setting up a link so people are able to visit my shortened URL and be added to my retargeting list on Facebook and then on Twitter, so I can then advertise to them later on. So I simply paste the code and click the shorten button. Now this shortens my URL. It gives me the shortened URL here, which I can copy, or I simply go to my list of URLs and there you have it. This is the long URL. This is the shortened one. You can see the pixel that I've added to my URL, and then I can also edit it. Yeah, so if I want to change a certain pixel, or I can just simply copy it and paste. Now when I do this, it then means anyone that visits this URL, like I have just done, would be redirected back to the original URL. We do not show anything because I haven't added a call to action. So this just does a redirect, as with any normal URL shortener. The advantage of this over any normal URL shortener is the ability to retarget. So before we've loaded this article for your visitor, we've already added them to your Facebook and Twitter retargeting list. So that is for adding pixels to your shortened URL. Now the second thing that you can also do is add your call to action. Now you can do all three. So you can shorten a URL, you can add people to your pixel list, and you can also add your call to action. Now let me explain that. So if this is another article that I just read and I want to share this with my audience, now all I do is again select any pixel that I want to use. So for example, I want to use this. I paste the article, and then to my right I have add call to action. It gives me a list of all the call to actions that I have saved. So if I go with this, for example, CTA test 5. All I do is click shorten. Now it has been shortened here. All I need to do is copy that. If I visit it, then you'll see the difference. So we are not taking you to a different, we don't perform a redirect. It still stays on Pixlypro. We show the original article, and then we're able to show the call to action. Now let me show a call to action that displays something a bit better than what I have there. So all I need to do is go to edit, choose a different call to action. I think I have a form set up with this one, and all I do is update, and then I refresh this. So we see the new call to action that I have set up. Sorry guys, my internet's a bit slow today. So this is the call to action that I've changed to, which is the form call to action. So people can then put in their email address, subscribe, and once they subscribe, they are redirected to the original. Now if I go back into Pixlypro and I go to my call to action, let's do that here, which is CTA test 2, which I used because it's a form CTA. All I have to do is click download. Once I have that downloaded, I can then access it and see people that have been added to. So these are the 2 emails I've added to my that have subscribed to my call to action. So that is a basic overview. So you can do 3 things. You have to perform 2, for example, shorten and pixel, or you can perform 3, shorten, pixel, and a call to action as well. Remember that you can always edit anything you want, so I can always go back, choose a different CTA, yeah, or add a new pixel to my URL. So that is an overview video on how to use Pixlypro and how to get started using Pixlypro. Sorry.